Contract law governs agreement between parties. For a contract to be valid, there must be consideration. Consideration means something of value is exchanged. It does not need to be monetary or significant. The case Chappell versus Nestle, 1960, highlight this principle. The House of Lords ruled that its chocolate wrap will be valid consideration. This case shows the flexibility of consideration in contract law.
We continue about the identified case. The central issue was whether the chocolate bar wrappers could be considered part of the consideration for the records. Nestle argued that only the money paid was consideration, while Chappell argued that the wrappers also formed part of the consideration, making the transaction more valuable and triggering higher royalty payments.
I will talk about who is involved in the case of Chappell versus Nestle in 1960. We have the plaintiff. The plaintiff was the Chappell and the Co Ltd, a company that represented the copyright holders in the music industry. They were defending their rights to protect the value of their product. Second, I will talk about the defendant. The defendant was the Nestle Ltd, who was one of the world's most recognized brands.
Also, the concept of consideration in Malaysian law is under Malaysia contract law. Consideration is referred to in Section 2D of the Contract Act 1950, which states when at the desires of the promisor, the promisee has done or abstained from doing or promises to do or abstain from doing something, such act or abstinence or promise is called a consideration for the promise. In Malaysia, chocolate wrappers can be recognized as a consideration because they meet the legal requirements under the Contract Act 1950. This principle aligns with the decision in Chappell and Co. Ltd v. Nestle Co. Ltd 1960, demonstrating that even something without direct monetary value can still be considered a valid consideration if it forms a part of the contract.
In conclusion, contract law ensures that agreements between parties are legally binding, with consideration being a fundamental requirement for validity. The case of Chappell versus Nestle, 1916, demonstrated that consideration do not need to be mandatory or of significant value, as even used chocolate wrappers were deemed sufficient. This illustrated the flexibility of consideration in contract law, allowing for a wide range of exchange to form the basis of enforceable contract.